What is chirpin', my peeps? Call me Peeps here. Well, I shouldn't really say my peeps, because a lot of people watch this probably won't even know who I am. Let me give you a quick introduction. Hi, I'm Peeps. I don't really make a lot of Brave Exvius videos, but figure this could be a useful one, this could be a helpful one for people to have and make for themselves. So, as you know, we just got done with a raid, and if you do the raid consistently, then you know when you summon, get all your summons done, you usually have a ton of Cactuars. And you might be saving them because you want to eventually, I don't know, you might be waiting for enhancements, not enhancements, the raid up fusion. You might be waiting for, I don't know what you're waiting for. But a lot of us like to fuse them one by one because that's the most efficient way. That's how you get the most out of your Cactuar, is to fuse them one by one and hope for some bonuses. So you can, you know, obviously save fusing Cactuars into the one to max it. So if you're running NOX, as you can see I am a NOX, I will show you how to kind of make your own little macro for fusing them together one by one. Now, I would recommend still kind of keeping an eye on it. And as you can see over here, I have 5 spots. And that'll make more sense when we get there. So you can't just click it, let it run until all your Cactuars are out. It doesn't really work like that. You still have to be kind of nearby so you can watch it, and when it's maxed out, you swap off one macro to the other. But it's still much better than fusing them one by one, or if you know, fusing them all together at once and just feeling hate and disgust for yourself because you're not maximizing your Cactuar. So anyways, let's go in. I also obviously hit the guild cap because I just sold all my raid Cactuars, or all my raid snappers. Thankfully, I'm only like 1 to 200,000 over the cap, so I didn't care to save them. There was like 19 Cactuar or snappers. I don't know why I'm getting them fused, so I was just like, whatever, I don't care. So obviously, you come in here, you're going to want to hit enhance. You're going to go over to fusion, and you're gonna, now you can filter this however you want. Everything up to this point, filter however you want. I really don't care enough to touch it, although maybe I should. But scroll down. I've got a lot of Cactuars, and obviously, as you can see, if you raid summon, you get a ton of Cactuars. I had some already, but I mean, I got 500-600 Cactuars from the raid, you know, and that's just from today's summons. I did a little bit of summons last week with about half my coins, and I've already fused those, so like, obviously you get a ton. Okay, so here's what you want to do. You're going to want to come down, and you're going to want to line up the top row here. Use, you know, whatever you want, the top row lined up. And I'm going to walk you through it, and then I'll show you each of my things. So, I don't know. I guess I'll run it through so it makes more sense to you. And I'll try to, it kind of is kind of fast. So, fusion, this would be fusion spot 3. You can name them whatever you want, but I put them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just to make it easy. So I'm like, okay. So you get to this point, and you know, now you're here. So what you want to do, I'm on fusion 3, so I'm going to hit fusion 3. So it's going to come over to this Cactuar, and then click. You're going to click there, and I'll try to show it. You know, we'll try to record our own little macro, but then it comes back, and as you can see, we're back here, and then boom, it's going to reset, and it's going to click on the next Cactuar over, which is the level 1 Cactuar, and then it's going to pick the you know, the highest level Cactuar, the level 13, and that's how you know, there you go, you're fusing one by one. You're fusing a high level Cactuar into a level 1 in hopes of getting your enhancements or whatever, and yada yada yada. So I'll try to walk you through it. I'll let this finish off, and then I'll stop it, and I'll try to kind of walk you through it and show you the filters I have. But the thing that's important here is when you come here to this screen, this is where you're, as you can see, I'm filtered. This is where it's important. So I just do sort, obtain, descending. That doesn't really matter. Here you want to go unit level, non-max. And that's really the important part, is just make sure it's non-max, because if you take non-max off, boom, as you can see, it's going to kind of screw all your stuff up. It'll show all your max Cactuars and blah blah blah. So you do unit level, non-max, boom. I keep this one here for a specific reason. If you don't, then instead of these 2 spots, you'll just be using these 2 spots. It'll be the exact same thing, just move everything over one. But I have it for a specific reason, whatever. So let's go back here. Now, we'll come over here to the macro, and we'll I'll try to kind of record one for you so you can see, and I can talk you through it in real time. So hit record. I like to wait about 2 seconds. Click on the one you want to fuse. Take that back. No, you don't. See, I've already forgotten. You want to... Well, I've already screwed up the macro. Let's stop that. We'll delete that. Start again. It's been so long since I've actually recorded it. So you click on this one, because that's the one you want to fuse into. Then you'll click here. Then you'll click on that one. Hit OK. Hit fuse. And I like to take it slow because, as you know, NOX likes to lag. So I really would not, you know, just power your way through it, hammer your way through it. Some of these connecting screens and whatever, you know, they get kind of, and then again, I wait 1 or 2 seconds here and then stop. And then you can name it whatever you want, but I'll run you through. This is the one we just made. And the only other thing you have to do is do loop until button is pressed. Now, interval you might need to mess with. You know, always get here, hit your loop, and then do your record, hit your record, and we'll see how it loops together. Sometimes it loops together too fast. You have to set like a 1 or 2 interval second delay. But like I said, it's better to take it slow, in my opinion, because you get less chance of something clicking too fast, and then, you know, you have an extra long connection screen or whatever, and then your whole macro's just out of sync. So you can see that's fine. That's why I like to wait 1 or 2 seconds before, when I start, before I click, and then after I'm done when I click. And now it'll just loop together just fine. You know, you can wait, and it'll loop all the way through. And you just do it for each individual spot. And see, this is why you fuse them together one by one. We just got a great success, 1.5 times. That saves quite a bit of Cactuars. You know, obviously the higher level you're feeding into the lower one, the more you're going to get out of it. But, you know, sometimes you can get lucky and get a couple of them. That's basically it. You just do the same thing all the way across, you know. So like this one, we would have made 3. So, you know, you do the same thing. And once you have a full maxed out line, then you just scroll down and start over. You go 1 through 5. Once all 5 of those are maxed out, scroll down 1 through 5, blah, blah, blah. And that's, you know, that's the name of the game. That's as easy as that. And I'll just show you real quick. I'll kind of go through one of each spot. I'm not going to record them all real time for you, but you can just kind of see. Maybe you can slow the video down if you need to, but you can just kind of see how it works on a fresh line here. But it's pretty much just going to be the same thing all the way across. Just obviously take the first 2 and, you know, wherever you need to. As you can see, that loops together fine. These ones are a little bit faster than the ones I showed you, just because I kind of got the timing down. I mean, you can go fast if you want. It's just kind of realize where your emulator is going to be. And this one got, I mean, this is kind of screwed up because I didn't completely max out the last row I was doing. But you kind of get the picture. You go all the way across. I guess I'll show off number 5, because number 5 is kind of, whoops, number 5 is kind of where you're going to get some problems. Let's come back here. I'm just gonna very quickly see if I can't find. Oh, there's those 2. Yeah, that started a whole new. I'm just gonna get all those done. Just gonna put them back together. Obviously, you want to. Ooh, I got lucky. You want to finish off a line before you move on. But let's show off number 5 real quick. So number 5 is kind of weird. It's the same thing. You just hit the next line instead. I mean, it's, you know, the same principle. It's just you're gonna go over the next line, as opposed to, you know, you're gonna go over the next line as opposed to nothing over here, obviously. But there's that. So now, let's say you get done with all these, and I'm gonna fuse all these, obviously. But let's say you get done with all these, and you now want to do your level 3 Cactuars. Well, it's the exact same thing. Everything's the exact same stuff. You can even use the exact same macros here. You don't have to make new ones. Just go to your filters and filter in the 3 stars, and boom. Is non-max filter, non-max, boom. And you have the exact same thing. You can now just do, obviously not fusion spot 1 because I have that one locked up, but fusion spot 2. Boom. And it's just going to run the exact, oh. Obviously, did I filter? Oh, you know what? Did I get my filters wrong? I think yeah. I filtered in the wrong spot. That was my bad. you can probably see what I did wrong, but so we'll start here. And then when you come here is where you want to filter it to 3-star, where it was all, see, that's, I was like, it should be non-max. Yeah, you come here and filter it. There, that makes more sense. And then, boom, boom, boom. You can run the exact same macro here, so I'll run Fusion Spot 2, that's not 2. Run Fusion Spot 2, and it just runs through the exact same thing. It's the exact same process there. Although that one was kind of weird. I might not be far enough down. No, that was weird. I don't know why I did the 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's why you kind of have to monitor it, you know, and then you still have to be nearby. But you know, it works. It's a lot better than fusing them together one by one all the time. And because it kind of screwed up there, I don't think it's going to run the you know, it's not going to run through, yeah, it's not going to run with the specifics. Where are, boom, boom, let's just get all these back so I can show you that it really works. I promise it works. I don't know why it messed up that one time. But, boom. So now we got that, I think. Where even is that one now? That one might be up here. There it is. So basically, the whole gist of it is, if you get a screw up, just push everything up to the first Cactuar. Once everything's up to your first Cactuar, then you're good. So that one's 4, we'll hit Fusion Spot 4. Once it doesn't screw up and triple click for whatever reason, then it'll run through properly. But it's the exact same macro as your kings. You know, you just have to filter in the 3 stars, and that's it. So hopefully that was helpful. I know it was kind of messy. It was a little bit jittery. You know, there was obviously a little bit of flaw here and there, but it's like I said, just watch the macro, stay nearby your computer, stay nearby your emulator, and you know, when you're done, great. So I'm just gonna kind of speed this up here and show kind of what happens if you let the thing run and a maxed out Cactuar comes. Usually nothing bad happens. I haven't noticed anything bad happening with the way I have it set up. But I'll just let you see for yourself kind of where the macro goes, you know, because you hit the back button and it'll, you know, you're clicking all over. So I'm just going to speed this up until this is done, and let them, you know, I'll come back when this is maxed out, and I'll just let the macro kind of show, or I'll show you what the macro does if you are not watching it. Like I said, it's not going to be like detrimental, I don't think. It just runs you through like this little kind of loop screen that's not really doing anything. But yeah, so I'll see you guys back here when this one's maxed out, which shouldn't take too long, it doesn't look like. Okay, or never mind, we'll just get a great success. Okay then. So it takes you back here, and then you kind of are just stuck looking at a unit for the most part. It just kind of clicks on one of your main units here, and then you're just kind of stuck looking at him, and it goes back, and you sometimes might end up in the, I think sometimes I end up in my items, and it's like trying to bring up a slot, you know what I'm saying? Like it's trying to add some slots, but it's never actually added slots. It depends on which macro you have, I guess, but usually I get between this loop, or it is, which one is it? I think it'll go shop, and then it's usually like something like this, and then it hits back. But I've never had it spend lapis, I've never had it spend a ticket, so again, it's just, that's why it's important to watch your macro, so that when it's done, obviously you can swap over to the next one. It still takes a tiny bit of work, but once you get them set up and everything's good to go, then it's literally just click, wait until it's maxed, click, wait until it's maxed, click, wait until it's maxed. And it's just a lot simpler, a lot easier than fusing them one by one. And it's obviously a lot more beneficial than just fusing a bunch of them into one, you know, just fusing them all into one and perhaps getting a great success. And you're like, oh, I just wasted all these or whatever. So hopefully hopefully you guys enjoyed, hopefully this helped you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed. And I've got to take the filter back off. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment them. I will do my best to explain something in more detail if you need it. No. say, did that screw it up? But I just gotta come back here. So that's gonna be it. Like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this helped you out. I will answer any comments or questions that you may have. I screwed it up with that dumb 3-star. I promise you it'll work if you do it properly. I'm just trying to record and, you know, talk and show this off. I'm just getting a little flustered and all that, but it does work. I use it all the time. And again, if you ever get a screw up, just push everything to the front. All you gotta do is push everything to the front and it's gonna work again. It'll fuse them like it should. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna get out of here. Have yourselves a good one. Enjoy your Cactuar fusing, and I wish you all the best of luck with your great and amazing successes. Let me know if this helped you out. I'm gonna get out of here. Peeps out.
You know what I told you.
That's right. I am your living legacy.